Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new tutorial. We're finally gonna get back to Eret's castle. It's been a bit of time, but don't worry, we're finally back to Eret's castle over here. And as you can see, we still have a lot of work to do. This is my finished recreation over here. So in today's episode, I plan to do all of the outside, that little building up there, the terrain. There's a lot of terrain we gotta do down here, and we'll see how far we go. As far as I can tell, I think this will be one more video, so it'll be a total of 4 parts, which honestly, I'm not complaining. That seems pretty good for how big this build is. This is actually one of the bigger builds on the server compared to Pun's Castle and a few other small things. So anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into part 3. Before we start the video, if you are following these tutorials, please make sure you like the video in the bottom. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get into the tutorial. And welcome back to the tutorial world. So although I don't have an exact material list of all the blocks you're going to need if you're building this in survival, I can tell you this. You are going to need a crazy amount of polished andesite and stone bricks and stairs and slabs, if you haven't figured that out already from the walls. So this is going to be, it's a lot. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. So here we are by the front door, which is where we are starting, and as you can see, there's 2 magical signs that have appeared. On either side, you're going to want an oak fence on the second line that says Eret Castle on either side, in all caps, just like that. And above that, we're going to put 2 torches right there, and we're going to knock out these 3. I don't know why I made the doorway like that, but we need to raise it up 1 more block like that, and then put stairs on either side like that. Alright, so this next step is going to require a lot of terraforming, so I'm going to use World Edit. Again, if you don't have World Edit, you're just going to have to pause the video and break it out by hand. So what we're going to do is, where we have this layer that I'm standing on right here, everything above this layer, dirt related, we're just going to chop it out and flatten it for the castle. So I'm going to like come over here, and then I'm going to fly this direction, and I can just do /POS2, and I can cut it out like this, right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut out everything. So we started flattening it right over here by the wall, and what we need to do is basically just fly over here and finish flattening everything else. So it should look like this. I'm glad I have World Edit. Again, if you're on Java Edition, you should really consider World Edit. So on this side, what I'm going to do, we're going to build like the front-facing wall and sort of like wrap around the outside walls of the castle. So what I'm going to do is on this side, actually, we can do either side really, but on this side, the right side, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like this, and then we're going to raise this up to the same height as this, so additional 4 blocks right there, and then we're going to do another 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then raise it up to the same height right here, and then we're going to do that 2 more times. So like this, and 1 more time like this, and this is what it should look like. Here we go. Oh, I actually made these 1 block too tall, and there we go. That is what this looks like. So there should be like kind of 4 panels. I kind of went with the term panels for the walls. It's kind of what I'm going with, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, just like that, and then do it again 3 more times. As you can see, the wall looks just like this, and you'll notice right away that, yeah, this there's a lot of terrain we're gonna have to do on this side, but don't worry about it. We will get that all done. Okay, so we're gonna frame out the outside of this wall. So on this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should be a total of 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up here. And then I'm just going to bring it all the way to the other side and connect it to the other edge, which we still have a lot more to go. This castle is very large. And there we go, connected all the way to the other side, just like this. Now what we're going to do, all of these pillars, we're just going to bring it up all the way to the top and make these big rectangles outlined like this. So I'm going to do this, and also on either side of the door, just drag it up on either side. I'll see when I have that done. There we go. It should look just like this, which is kind of crazy looking. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to this side on the left, and we're going to put one here and here, there and there, there and there, and all of, basically the bottom corners of all of these, and on this side as well. There we go, like that. Okay, so what we're going to do on the ones either side of the door, because it kind of like makes an archway in the middle here. So on the ones either side of the door, we're going to stack up 3 on this edge, 3 on this edge, and then 3 in the middle, and it'll make that shape like this. And then do it on this side as well, 3, 3, and 3. And then on the ones either side of that, we're only going to do 2. So 2, 2, and 2. And then on this side as well, 2, 2, and 2, like that. And then now on these spots, these have windows going all the way up. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 3 here, and then 2 right there, and then 3 here. So that makes a window, like a 1x2 window right there. And then on the next row, we're going to put 2 in the middle, and then 2 rows connecting it like this. And then 2 in the middle, and do that basically all the way up until you reach the tippity top right here. 2 more, and then right here, what we need to do is put a 3rd one here, and then put it on either side like this. So actually, we can just do this all the way along the top as well. And all of these corners, we're just going to put polished andesite like this. There we go, and you can see that is 1 finished row, so if you need to look at that, that is what this should look like. So I'm going to copy that exact same thing on this one right here, and then also on these 2 panels right there and there. And it should look like this when you're done. So now what we're going to do, we're going to come to the top over here, and on the far outside ones that we haven't filled in yet, we're going to do the same thing where we're only doing 2, like this, and then this one we're only going to do 1. Let's do that to the other side as well. 2 on the outer one, and then one right here, and then the middle one above the doorway is also just going to have one right here. Now, we have to do a little bit above this doorway as well. We're going to put the 2 corners of polished andesite right there, and then just ones in those spots like that. And there we go. That's pretty much the basic outline of that, and you can see, like, it makes an archway right here, which I think looks very cool. So now what we're going to do, we're going to work on the top. We're going to sort of do the front-facing wall right here. So I'm going to skip this one right here with the slabs like that we've been doing on the outside of the wall, and we're going to put one here, and then do a total of 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to get our stairs out and do a stair here, a block behind it, a stair on top of it, and then 1, 2, 3 polished andesite up like that. I know this is kind of crazy, but just stick with me. Another stair facing on right there. And now let's do that exact same thing on the other side right here. I'll do it with you. So we're going to skip that one, and then 1, 2, 3 slabs, a stair right there, a stone brick behind it, a stair right there, and then 1, 2, 3 polished andesite right there, and a stair right there. And now that we have both of those stairs, what we're going to do is we're just going to connect it with polished andesite along the top right here from edge to edge. Now we can leave a gap of 3, put 3 here, gap of 3, leave a 3 there, blah, 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 do the same thing over and over and over. And now, in these 3x3 spots that we have, we're going to get polished andesite stairs out, and we're just going to put them in all 4 corners to make it into a circle, and just do that for all of these right here. There we go. It should look just like this. Now we're going to get our polished andesite back out and just do another full row on top of all of the ones right here. And then also a little detail is this one's knocked out on this side. I'm sure it's an accident, but there you go. Don't tell Eret. Now we're going to get our slabs out and do slabs starting on the edge one, and we're just going to alternate it all the way across, and it should perfectly line up that it also happens on that edge. And that is exactly what this should look like. Also, quick detail, if you want torches, there should be a torch there, and then skip one, and then like just kind of skip every other one like that, and there's some torches up there. So the wool you're going to need for this is purple, blue, lime, yellow, orange, and red, and purple starts at the bottom here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come from the inside, and we only want as many wool blocks as we need to without any extra. So I'm going to temporarily put one down here, and where I am, I'm at this bottom corner right here, and we're going to put one wool block down here, and then 3 along here, and then just 1 right here. So the bottom 2 layers are all, we don't need to do one above the door like that, and then we can just fill in this right here, and that is all the purple that you see right there. This is it from the inside, and here is it from the outside like this. Now what we're do is we're just going to do layers of 2 like this going all the way across. You'll see. So this one we're going to do 2 layers of blue right here, and 2 layers of blue right here on either side, but only place what you need to see from the outside. Don't do like any extras from the inside. I guess he was just saving materials. And then this one, we can just do 1 right there, and then this one we can fill in the rest of the blue, and then we can move on to lime. So now I'm going to do the same thing with lime, and from here it should be pretty easy. We should just stack up all of the lime wool right here, and then there we go, fill in that spot. And basically we're just going to do this all the way up until we get to red. So it'll be yellow, orange, and then the red will only have like 1 red here, and then red in all these spots. I'll see when I have all of these filled in. There we go. With all your wool filled in, it should look just like this, which looks very nice. And again, make sure from the inside you only placed what you absolutely had to so you can see what it looks like from the outside. So now what we're going to get purple stained glass, or all the stained glasses of the same colors. And what we're going to do is just on the front, we're just going to put it directly in front of the color that you see. You can just put that stained glass like this. So basically just fill in all of these windows. So you put like 1 blue one here, 1 purple one here, and just fill in all of those, and I'll see you when I'm done. And there we go. That's all of your glass panes filled in just like that. And also another quick detail. Don't tell Eret about this, but when you're looking at the front of the castle, the far right one right here, what we're going to do, we're going to knock out all of the purple, and then the blue, knock it out on either side like that. There we go. Don't tell him about that. But there we go. There's just a few missing right there, and there's 1 stair missing up there. All right, we're going to keep going across the castle here, and you're going to get ready for this. It's going to get really repetitive. It's pretty much symmetrical on either side of the castle, and the back and the front and back. So the only major difference is the front wall looks like that. All right, so we're gonna go from the right and go all the way around, sort of like we did for the walls. And so on this side, we're actually gonna go diagonal back, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna do diagonal forward, and then do 1 right here. And I'm just gonna keep like kind of going with the ground right here, but don't worry about that. All the terrain will change. And then we're gonna do another diagonal one, and then another diagonal, and this is gonna be a total of 3 long. And basically, what we want to do is just bring it up with polished andesite until it's at this bottom layer right here of the doorway, basically. And so after we have those 3, we're gonna do diagonal 1, and then another 3 like this, and then you can sort of see the column right here, and another diagonal 1 here. So let's go ahead and start with the front right here. So what I'm going to do is on this 4th one right here, we're going to raise this up a total of 17 as well. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It should be the same height, and we're going to connect it along the top just by 1 block right there, and then put them in these top 2 corners right here. and the bottom 2 corners, and we're going to do the exact same window design right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to like make my window right here with an extra row, and then we're going to start doing it like this, where put it in the middle. So it's just the exact same window design. So if you need to look at it, you can, and then we're going to fill in that spot right there, and there we go. That's the exact same window design. Also, the slabs, we're going to do the slabs on here. They just keep going like that. This row right here, this one block, we're just going to do all the way up with polished andesite, and there's going to be higher towers. For now, we're just going to go like that high, 1 2 3 4 past that. All right, this row is pretty simple. What we're going to do, we're going to do 2 stone bricks on top of that, 2 polished andesite, 2 stone bricks, 2 polished andesite, 2 stone bricks, 2 polished andesite, and just keep reading that pattern all the way up. And we're just going to stop it at that height for now, but I think it does go up 2 more rows past that, but we're stopping there for now. All right, this row right here, we're going to have polished andesite going up on either side like this. Bring it up to the same height that we've been bringing it up over here and over here. And then we're going to get our regular stone bricks out. Leave a gap of 2, and then 2 stone bricks. A gap of 2, 2 stone bricks. A gap of 2, 2 stone bricks. A gap of 2, and just do that all the way up. And we're going to stop right there. Even though it's kind of a weird place to stop, that's where we're going to stop. All right, this column right here, we're going to do the same thing we had over there. So we're just going to alternate it of 2 of that, 2 of that, 2 of that, and bring it all the way up to the top. And this spot right here is the same as that wall right there. So we're going to have these raised up on either side, and then in the middle, we're going to skip 2, and then 2 stone bricks right there, skip 2 stone bricks right there. So I'll bring that all the way up, and this row I'll also bring up. This one's going to do the same alternating pattern where it goes 2, 2, 2. So bring both of these up with their respective patterns, and it should look like that. Next up, we're going to do another diagonal of just full polished andesite all the way up to the tippity top right here. And this is where I'm going to stop for a second to do just a little bit of train. We're going to place a few more blocks in here. We're going to do 2 right there and 1 right there to sort of connect that. And so from here, this layer is all going to get filled in with this height. And this block right here, let's just go back 1, and then we're going to drag this. Oops, don't place it over there. We're going to drag this one all the way across. And then in the rest of the spot, we're just going to fill in this entire layer, everything that we have, and it on the inside of the castle, just all of this with grass. Just fill it all in with grass right here. And boom, there we go. That is all filled in with grass. That'll make it a little bit easier. And down here, what we're going to do, where we have these 2 blocks sticking out right here, what we're going to do is do another diagonal 1, and then 2 diagonal 1, and then break that one out. There we go. And I can just fill in these little spots. There we go. There's just a little bit of the train. So right here, after this diagonal 1, we're going to go diagonal back again, and this time we'll do 1 2 3 4 like this. And then this wall's a little weird. And then right here, we're going to do bring it back, and we're going to go 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then leave a gap of 3, 1 2 3, and then build them in the ground, and then another 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then go back and do 1 2 3 4, and there we go. We'll stop it like there for now. Actually, we'll just do our 1 2 3 diagonal like that, and you can sort of see the pattern continues. And also where we put those 3, that should line up perfectly with our middle right here, which means we have done things correctly. Great, that means I don't have to redo this. Alright, so to fill in this wall where we have these 4, we're going to bring this one up for a total of 17. This one, and this one, and this one, and this one on either side of the 2 6s, and this one on the edge. Bring all of those spots up to 17. And it should look just like that. So now what we're going to do, where we have the spot, the indented spot, we're going to just fill it in like this along the top and leave it diagonal for the top 2 rows like this. And on all of these spots, we're just going to fill it in, connect all between these spots with 2 rows like this, sort of where the walls had 2 rows on top. It's basically the same thing right here. And this spot, we actually need to bring it in 1. So just like kind of overhang, or it's just like directly beneath what we had at the bottom there. So now we can do the doorway. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna leave 3 and put this here with stairs on either side. So you can see that the door in the front of the castle is a little bit taller than the rest of the doors, which is probably why I got it mixed up at the beginning. So now what we can do in this middle spot, we're gonna put it in the 4 corners like this, and then on these spots we're also gonna put it in the 4 corners, and then this side we're also gonna put it in the 4 corners, and then in all of these 3 gaps we're gonna fill it in with just stone bricks. Right now in the 2 side spots, once you have those filled in, we're gonna put 1 right here and here, and on the top we're not going to do anything. And so we're going to do that on this side as well. We're going to put 1 there and there, and then now we can do windows going all the way up to the top. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put 2 here and then connect it. So it makes one of the small windows right here, and then another row, and then keep doing just the same thing where there's a middle window, because what happens is there's going to be a wall that goes right here, so you can't do the other style of windows. Basically. So you could just do stone bricks like on all the way on either side, and then go back and connect it, leaving gaps of 2 if that is easier for you. So we have filled on that side, do it on the other side as well. There we go, and it should look like this. Now we're going to grab out our slabs, continue the slabs. We're going to skip this one, put a slab, and then just alternate it every other one. And it should work out that there's a slab in the middle, which is good, which means that it can loop like that, and there's not one on this side. perfect. So, I actually decided we should go ahead and bring these towers up to the final height. I'm not worrying about the inside right now, but we're just going to bring up to the final height. So we had a window on this layer right here, and there needs to be one more window. Oops, I just fell. So we need one more window. So we're going to bring it up an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So bring these up on either side, an additional 4. And then the top two, instead of putting stone bricks, we're going to do polished andesite. And that is the total height of the tower. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows, which is correct. So what we can do from there is in this spot we can do an additional 2 stone bricks and 2 polished andesite like that. In this spot we'll drag this all the way up. On this side we'll do the same pattern all the way up, and then on this spot we can do what we did right there with 2 polished andesite right there. And why is that a gap of 3? Why is it 1 block? See, my mistake. I messed it up somewhere right there. Okay, there we go. It should work out perfectly. And then we can do this row right here. And then right here, this is actually the column of one of the 3 blocks. So at the top, let's actually, like, just sort of fill it in. So it should be 3 like that, and then a diagonal. So there's, like, the final spot of the tower. So I'm going to do the in-between right there, and then these 2, and then 2 right there. And then there's actually going to be a doorway, so we're going to leave that. I know this is kind of weird because we don't really have the floor or anything to go off of. And I'm going to do 2 there and 2 there, and then drag this down on either side like that. And then what we can do, leave 2 there, and then put, actually, it should be just polished andesite on the inside ones. So on the outside ones, you use the stone bricks, but on the 2 interfacing ones, it's just all polished andesite. I don't know why. And then right here, we can do another window right there, connecting it, and then there, that's about as far as we'll go without getting too much into the interior. So all the towers, we're just going to do that design on the inside, which is why I wanted to finish that. Oh, wait, actually, we'll do the slabs as well. We're going to put slabs in all of these spots. When you're looking at the 3s on either edge like that, and it's just alternating. And there we go. So now what we can do, we can just take this tower right here and just kind of mirror it right there in the exact same spot. So I'll get you started. Right here is just a full row of polished all the way up like this. And then this spot, we're going to do the pattern where we go 2, 2, 2, 2, and then this right here is actually the 3. So I'll do like the base for you. So these are the 3, and then 1 diagonal, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 diagonal, just like that. After those 2 diagonal, then you'll have the 4 inner walls, and it should line up with the back right there. And then from there, we can just like, we can do this wall going all the way across until you line up with the other side, and you'll hit the other 3 right there because it lines up perfectly right there. And then these 3 will knock out, do 3 in the floor right here. And what do you know, it lines up with our oak planks we did here, and we can connect these oak planks right there to finish off our path. And then right here, we'll continue the wall, and it's just completely symmetrical from there. So let's go ahead and do this tower right here. It's the exact same pattern and everything that you see on the front right there, like these 4 indents. We're just going to bring this one up a total of 17 right there, and then it's the exact same wall design right there. So I'm going to put 3 here. I know I'm going a little bit quick, but there's a lot to get through, so I want to get as much as I can done, and it'll be like that. And then from there, another row, and then the 2 middle ones like this. There we go. Finish this wall up like that. So there you go. You have this wall done like this. Also, if it looked kind of weird without this pillar right here, so let me put this pillar right there. The slabs will go there and there. Right, so once we have that wall done, now we can pretty much get this entire tower done. It shouldn't be that hard, and we're going to do the same, like, interior right on this side as well. So I'm going to get this tower done, and I'll see when I have this tower done. Also, before I cut away, I should mention you should be 4 blocks away from this wall, and that is correct. I have verified. You should be 4 blocks away from that wall, which means you've done something correct. So let's go ahead and finish this tower right here. And there we go. Once you've completed this tower, it should look just like this. It's identical to the other tower. Make sure it's the same height, the right number of windows, and from the interior, it'll look something like this. With it, just sort of leave it floating right here with this doorway that'll go right there. And there we go. That's pretty much that entire tower. Hopefully it wasn't too difficult for you guys. And right here, we're going to go ahead and continue the back wall because it doesn't look like the front wall, so we're going to have to do this one right here. So I'm going to leave a gap of 3, and we're going to have a row right here, a gap of 3. We're going to have a row right here, another gap of 3, and another gap of 3. It should work out perfectly that you have 4 panels, just like the front right there. So all of these spots I'm going to bring up to a total of 17. It should look just like this. I've also connected it along the top. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And we're going to actually do a second row connecting it along the top, just like this. And what we can do right here, we'll do the doorway while we're at it, and it's the same height as that doorway. So that one's shorter, but the 2 end ones are a little bit taller. So we're actually only 4, and then connect it along the top like this, and then we can put stairs on either side like that. And you know, while we're at it, we'll do the one above the door. We're just gonna bring this all the way up and connect it for 2 rows just like this. Now in the top spots, we're just gonna do in the corners of all of these like this, and in the bottom we're gonna do the corners of all of these. Another quick detail, we're gonna have to replace some of the stuff out here. There we go, with just regular grass. The rest of this we don't have to worry about because it'll all be replaced with spruce for the flooring. So now on this spot, we're gonna do the same window design that we did right here. So we're gonna do this all the way across, and then these, and then in the middle. Actually, correction. The one right here should not have the two corner ones, and this one should also not have the two corner ones, but these ones still have the corner ones on the top, so that the design looks like this. But there's no, it doesn't go right here. There's a polished andesite right there, so that's a quick change. And so what we did right here, we're gonna do right here as well, and it should look like this. Now what we need to do above the door is put 2 in the corners right here, and then these 3 panels right here, we're just gonna fill in all the way with stone bricks. Look just like that. So I'm gonna get the slabs back on. We're gonna continue doing the slabs all the way across, just alternating every other one right here, and there shouldn't be a slab in the middle on this side, and it'll continue like that. There are torches on either side of the doorway on the second block up right here and here. And now what we need to do is, this is the halfway point of this wall, and so what we need to do is like mirror image this wall to this side right here. So I'll go ahead and get us started. So what we need is like 1, 2, 3, 4 panels on either side. So that's one panel. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's another panel. There's another panel. And that's the last panel. So there should be 4 panels in these spots right here. And we're going to do the same thing, but a mirror image on that side. So these 2 will be filled in with stone bricks, and the 2 edge ones will have windows. And then what we can do behind that one, we're going to do diagonal 2, 3, 4, like that. And then we're going to have the towers again. So the tower is going to go 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal. And then this third one right here is a total of 3 long. 1 diagonal, 3 long. And then 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal. This third diagonal right here is a total of 4 long right here. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll line up with our middle right there. So we can do 3 in the ground like that. And then we're going to do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. We're going to go back, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we're going to do 3 diagonal in the front. 1, 2, 3, like that. This third one is a total of 3 long. We're going to do 1 diagonal back. And then this one's a total of 3. And then we're going to do 1 diagonal back, 2 diagonal back. This third diagonal back is going to be a total of 2, 3, 4. And it'll connect perfectly to that wall, which means I've done something correct and I don't have to redo this video again. And there we go. That is the rest of the outline of the castle left. And from this point on, there's nothing new that we have to do. What we can do is we can just copy the exact same thing we had on that side onto this side right here. The towers in the 4 corners will be the same. These spots will be a mirror image to that side, and the front-facing tower in this wall right here will be a mirror image of what we had over there. So you see where we had these 4 right here. The 4th one out had a row of polished andesite, so the 4th one out right here will have a row of polished andesite, if you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna cut away, I'm gonna finish the exterior of the castle. Nothing new is happening here, but don't worry, I will fly around and show you guys everything in case you do get a little confused. I can show you what is going on. So let me finish the castle, and I'll be back. Alright, there we go. A few hundred world edit commands and flips and copies and pastes later, I have my exterior of the castle 100% complete. So let me fly around to where we stopped in case you were a little bit confused on what's going on here. So once we passed this wall right here, we did the exact same thing but opposite right over here, and you can sort of see what's going on here. I know I'm a little crushed by the wall. There we go, that's better. And you can see this wall right here, and then the tower we outlined at the bottom. And remember, the inside of the towers should look like this right here. And one thing we can finish off right there, on top of all these doorways, there's going to be a slab right there, and all of these spots right here. Let me get all the way over here, and a slab right there, and that is what the tops of the doorways look like. There we go. And the back right here is one spot that we do have to change just a little bit. There is no door right here because that's where the throne goes. So we're actually going to break out this door and break out all of this right here, and we're going to connect it along the bottom right here, and then 2 on either side like that. And then we can just fill in the rest of this with stone bricks like that. And another quick detail, we are actually going to get out some cobblestone, and there's one piece of cobblestone right there, and another piece of cobblestone right there. I have no idea why, but there's just cobblestone in those 2 spots, like that. There we go. So now that we have fixed that wall, you can sort of see what's going on right here, and then we have this tower in this spot right here. And I know it's floating way up in the sky. I just did 1 block right here. You don't have to really go any deeper as of right now. And then this spot right here. So, one thing we're going to do, also make sure you have your slabs going along the top right here. It should line up perfectly where the edges have a slab right here, and then the front and back don't have a slab in the very middle block. And there we go. There we go. That's the exterior of the castle done. I have no idea how long this is going to be. So, next step we're going to do, we're going to start doing some of the terrain. So, just go easy on me in the comments if 1 or 2 grass blocks are missing, but, you know, it's in nitty-gritty details, you know. So, what we're going to do, actually, I guess we're here, we're going to start the terrain here. So, we're going to knock out these 2 blocks right here and do polished andesite. And one thing I recommend is, let's just do polished andesite, like, bring a second row going across all of these blocks right here. Because pretty much what happens is the castle's just brought down to wherever the terrain is. So, I'm going to do, like, a second row along all of this and all of these spots right here, and then underneath this, underneath these right here, and then all of these should be good. There we go. So, we're going to come back over here and do some of the grass right here. So, first thing we can do, we can fill in these 3 spots. So, looking at the train we have right here, there should be this one spot that sticks out. I think this is because I cut it out with World Edit. But you can see there's 4 right here, 1 right here, and then these 3 right here. We're going to knock out this one, so there's only 2. And then we're going to do 2 back here, and then diagonal 1 right there for a total of 2. And then another 2 right there, and then 1, 2, 3, just like that. And this spot right here where we have this grass block, we're going to do a total, we're going to keep doing diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. And then we're going to bring it over right there and 1 right there. And then fill in this layer just like this. There we go. Just a little bit of grass. Again, you really don't have to get crazy about this being exactly right. I'm just doing some of the terrain because it helps like blend in the castle. I don't know, Eret just sort of put it all over. Again, there's also some torches. I think at the end, maybe I'm just going to fly around and like show you the torches. I really don't feel like getting that crazy with the torches. And there's a torch like right there. Alright, so in this spot we have 1 right here, and we're going to do 2 and a 3 right there. Actually, let me know in the comments. How crazy do you guys want me to get on, like, terrain and torches and stuff for these tutorials? Or do you really just want to focus on the actual builds themselves? I don't know, let me know. I haven't really thought about how involved I'm going to get with all of that kind of thing. Right now, I've just been focusing on the actual builds. But I'm just going to, for now, I'm not going to focus too much on that. So right here where we had this block, we already did some of the terrain right here. We're going to do 2 here and then 1 right there. Fill in that spot, and then we can pretty much just bring this straight across this. We're going to do 2, 3, and then 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, and then the rest of this layer, we're just going to fill in at this spot right here. Oops, don't misplace blocks, though. So fill in this whole layer, and then this whole layer will fill in with grass. Alright, so to do some of the terrain here, we're going to need to bring down these walls again. So I'm just going to bring it down like a total of 4 blocks in all of these spots, starting right here. So I'm just going to add an extra 4 blocks underneath all of this right here. So I'm just going to keep, I can barely reach. There we go. Just drag 4 blocks going all the way along to this spot right here and here. All of these, because it is quite low already, because you know it'd be a lot of terrain to do. So we're gonna bring these down, and we'll stop with this wall that is 4. So right here we're gonna do 2 down here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 down in these spots with 2 right here, and then 3 down here. I have no way of doing terrain. I'm sort of just going however the heck I feel like it. Right here we're gonna do 1 down right here, and then 2 right there, and then drag this all the way across to the edge. This next row, we're gonna fill this block in right here, and then we're gonna do 2 extra ones right there, and then we're gonna do a row going all the way across in front of these ones, and then 2 past this, and then we're gonna do 1 diagonal, and then 2 diagonals, and then just bring this one across all the way. Actually, let's just bring this all the way to this mountain right here. That'll help outline some of the terrain we have to do in this spot. Perfect. So let's go ahead and finish this right here. There's 2 extra blocks sticking out right there. We're gonna break away this fern and bring this all the way across, and then wrap it around it, and then go across here, and then bring it back around to the front here. And then we're gonna add an extra 4 right here, 2 right here, 1 right there, diagonal, diagonal. Fill in that spot, and you can also fill in these little spots right there. Okay, we're almost done in this spot. Now what we're gonna do, 1, 2, 3 right there, and then wrap it around this whole thing again, and sort of just like kind of just go with the flow of it. That was a terrible explanation, but you sort of just outline it like that in the next layer. Then we're gonna skip these 2 and then add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, and then this is where it fills in. So you see how the walls, we didn't bring all the walls all the way down. This layer actually gets filled in. So this bottom layer right here, we're just gonna fill all of this layer in, also this layer right here. So this whole thing gets filled in all the way along here. It doesn't go deeper than this. There we go. With all of that filled in, it should look like this. Also, as I go, I'm just going to put a few torches down, like, boop, a torch there. Boop, there's a torch there. There's also some spruce trees that have been planted here because the sheep farm got griefed, I think, by Captain Puffy. My memory serves me correct. Also, we're going to knock out this grass block here, another one here, and then 1, 2, 3 right there. Put that one right there, and start moving around the front. Alright, so to do the train right here, basically, we're going to have to shave off a little bit of this side and this side. So I think we're going to start from the top layer, and then start going down layers. So right here, there's just 3 grass blocks right here. What we need to do is bring this out an extra 2, so it's a total of 5. Another row of 5 right here, and then 3 for 4, a total of 4 times. 2, 3, 4, like that, and then 2 for a total of 3 times, like this, and then 2 right there. And then these ones, we're gonna bring an extra row right there, and that's all we need. Actually, I'm gonna do another one to help me like place some blocks right here. Boom, there we go. The next layer, we're gonna start Okay, the next layer, let's start over here. So these two, we have these two right here, and then the rest of this layer, we can knock out all of those. So we have these two, 2, 3, 4, 4 right there, diagonal 1, diagonal 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, and then 1, 2 right there, sort of in that indent. There's a torch right there. There's a torch right there. And then this layer, you can sort of fill in all the in-between spots. So this is what I'm saying. There's quite a bit of terrain that goes around here. I think I'm going to just focus on the terrain in this one spot, and then the rest of it, I'm just going to fly around and let you look at it, because there's a little bit we have to do, like, right there, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just finish off the front, because that's really what you mostly see. So we're going to leave these two, and then knock out the rest of these right here. Place that with grass. Knock out this one. And then we're going to add, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Oops. Oh, I'm misplacing. 3. Another 3. Another 3. And then diagonals all the way until you hit that corner right there. Perfect. And then we can fill in the in-between spots in all of these. Wow, I'm doing... Is this my first train video? Is this why everyone hates train? Wow, it's my first train video. GG me, I guess. This next spot, we're going to leave these two. Knock out all of these. And then these ones as well. So it sort of makes another L shape. Place these ones right here. So you can see he sort of like just smoothed it out. Like, it's a lot more smooth than it used to be. It's a lot more like rough over here. It's this spot right here. We're going to knock out this one. So it goes diagonal 1, 2, and then this one is a big straight line that connects to this one right here. And then we're gonna do 3 across, another big straight line until you hit this column right here, and then we're gonna do diagonal 2 back, and then 1 and 1 right there. Perfect. And then you can fill in all of this. All right, we're getting there, I promise. Next layer, we're gonna leave these two again, break out all of these, replace these ones right here, and then it goes 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal actually, and then we're gonna bring a row going across here, and then just like sort of outlining it again, 2 additional ones here. I know I'm going a little bit crazy and fast. If you want to follow this, here's sort of what's going on. And then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 5 actually, 2 diagonal, 2 diagonal, and then 1 right there, and this sort of starts connecting into the other ground. Actually, we don't want 1 right there. And then right here is sort of like just goes like this. There's an L shape, dragged it along here. 2 additional ones there. 3 additional ones here. This is sort of where like muscle memory's kicking over, and like I don't know, I go into recreating things, but I'm sorry. We're gonna drag this all the way along the back here. Okay, this shape, this is actually where it starts to become more normal. We need to fill in some ground instead of digging it away. Also, we can get rid of like all of these tall ferns that are in the way. Get rid of all of them. Down here at the bottom, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put 1 right here, and then sort of fill in the rest of that like that. And then right here, we're gonna just drag a row all the way across here like that. And then we're gonna put 1 here, and there we go. That actually connects that spot right there. And then right here where we have these two, the next row back, we're gonna connect this to this row of ground right here. Knock this one out, put 2 right there. Fill in the in-between layer of this. Fill in this spot right here. And where we have these 4, the next layer, actually let's just go back and connect to this. So we add all these, and then we want 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 1 right there, which actually makes another 2 perfectly. And we can fill in this little shape down here, and there we go. That's all the terrain down at the bottom. Oh my god, if you followed me with all of that, you are probably insane and you need to get help. There you go. That's all the terrain right there. Side we'll make very simple. So on the other side of this, we're gonna knock out 4 right here, and then we need to do 1 diagonal and then knock out these ones, and then it'll go with the rest of the terrain, so we can dig out the rest of this top layer right here. There's more digging instead of building on this side. And then we're gonna leave like 2 right here, so it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dig this straight across. And then we can just do another diagonal down here, and then another diagonal right here. Dig out all of this ground, and then we're gonna do another diagonal like this, but we're actually gonna leave 1 right there. And also all the stone we're just gonna replace with grass, but I'll do that at the end. So dig out all of this and that fern, and then the next layer we're gonna knock out, we're gonna leave 2 and then knock out around this like here. You can sort of see what it looks like, sort of, so it goes to the slabs. Dig out all of you, and that's actually it. From there, the rest of the ground remains the same. So now what we can do is just replace the top layer with grass, so it doesn't look like ugly stone up here. Just replace all of you. The other thing is, like, there's this weird thin layer that got filled in right there, there, and there. And there we go. That's all the terrain I'm going to do for this. I'm not going to worry about that. All right, now we're going to start doing sort of there's an inside walls around here, and then we're going to get to like the roof a little bit. So what we're going to do, by the doorway right here, we're going to get my favorite temporary block out, and starting right here by the doorway, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are temporary. Of course, if you're in survival, please don't use diamond blocks unless you're extremely rich. And in the ground right here, we're going to do 3 blocks here. So the gap in between these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that is correct. Do not mess that up. I'm going to get rid of all of these blocks now. And we're going to build a doorway around this that's only 3 blocks tall. So I'm going to just make another doorway around this with stairs on either corner and torches on either side. Alright, so inside here, we're going to make an oval shape, you could say. So on either side of this door, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side like this. And then we're going to do 2 back, and then 1 diagonal, and then 2, and then 1. Skip these 3, which should line up with your edge ones, and make sure that lines up. And then another 1, and then 2, diagonal 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then, yeah, our 3 in the ground here, which should line up right there. I was like, wait, there's no doorway. Oh, God. 1 right there, 2, 1, 2. And there we go. That is the shape of our oval that is in the center of the castle. This should be in the direct center of the castle, which is perfect. So, looking at the wall where we had this one right here, we're going to put 1 right here, and this is 2, and we're going to make this a total of 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're also going to do rows on either side of the door right here, and 1 right here, so I'll see when I have that done. So it should look like this when it's all raised up, and now we're going to raise more pillars up. We're going to raise it in the diagonal spots right there, and then on these edges, the diagonal spots right here, and then the same as that wall right there in these spots. And then we're actually going to make another doorway right here, so let's go ahead and build our doorway, connect it like that, and stairs on either side, and of course, torches on the outside. And then it'll go right here, and again, the pillars will go in those spots as well. The diagonal one here, the 2 edges right there, and our diagonal one. So raise all of these up a total of 17. And there we go. It should look just like this. So on these 2 edges, what we need to do is we need to leave a gap of 3 and put 3 here. But there's no stairs. There's no stairs on these entranceways, only on the front and back. I don't know why. And then we're going to make another doorway right here, connect like that. And now on the top, what we need to do is connect all of these to make the same pattern on the bottom here. So in these spots, we're going to have to do diagonal 2. So you have to put a temporary block there and there. And in all of these, we're going to make it a total of 2, so they're all like 2 blocks thick. So make a border going all the way around these. There we go, perfect. Here's our border. And now on the edges, we're gonna put blocks in the 4 corners right here, and on this side in our 4 corners right here, and on these front and back facing walls, we're also gonna put it in these 4 corners, and on this spot here, and actually on these other panels on either side of it too. Put them in all of these corners there and there, and on the other side over here. And now what we need to do once we have all these corners filled in is we need to fill the rest of these spots in with stone bricks. So these panels right there, there, and there will be filled in with stone bricks. There'll be stone bricks filled in along all of these spots like that. Stone bricks here. Obviously, don't fill in the doorways with stone bricks because, you know, then you can't walk through them. But fill all of these spots in with stone bricks, and I'll be right back. And there we go. With all of that filled in, you should have your middle walls just like this. And now what we can do, a quick step we can do is the inside flooring inside of here without going past the doorways. We're going to replace all of the ground in here with grass, just like that. And there we go. The whole middle is grass. There's going to be a fountain in here, some trees. It'll look pretty nice. Now, what we can do is the rest of the flooring in here, not leaving the doorways, we're going to replace all of this with spruce. Now, what we can do in this oval shape, let's put our slabs up in here as well. So, we're going to be facing, here's the front of the castle, so facing the back of the castle in this oval spot. We don't want one in the middle, but we want one on either side of that. And now what we can do is we can just continue the pattern, doing the same thing all the way across. And it shouldn't even line up with the middle one right here. So all the middle spots shouldn't have a slab on top of them, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to finish the pattern going along here, and then we'll put some torches on here. I think for this tutorial, what we're going to do, we're going to get the floor on the top, and we're going to do this building right here and that building right there, and we're going to call it an episode. Alright, so the torches, starting on the back right here, where's the back? Here it is. We're going to do a torch in the middle, then skip one, and skip one. By skip one, I mean like skipping these blocks, not including the slabs. So just do that pattern all the way along, and it should go on either edge of that facing wall. Okay, there's all of our torches. So, next step, we're actually going to get out spruce slabs, because slabs help conserve materials. And what we're going to do is 1 block away from the second block down. We're going to do a row of slabs right here along the back, and then that is the floor level. So with the slabs right here, what we need to do is connect these slabs over to these slabs, and also I should have mentioned, these should be the same height right here. If they're not the same height, that means you probably built it the wrong height. So what we have right here, this is the flooring of the roof right here. So what we need to do is just fill in a layer of upwards facing slabs along all of these spots. And so when we get to the doorways right here, basically what we're gonna do is just stop it right here by the doorway. Like, you can just sort of put one right there in the doorway, and then just leave it like that. Don't go like into the towers or anything, just leave it like that. And we're just gonna go all the way along in all these doorways, and then on top of these slabs, you can just go in front of the slab. Shouldn't interfere with anything, or I mean the wall. So just make a full row, but obviously don't fill in the middle, don't fill in the inside, only the outside ring. Do not fill the inside, it should be exposed. Alright, there we go. That is our entire floor filled in. That took a little bit of time. And you can see by all the doorways, I just stopped right about here. And we'll just leave the inside like this for now. And part 4, we'll do the whole inside. So don't worry about that. So we're going to do, there's a building right up here, or a room right up here. And then there's a small little house right here that we're going to do up at the top. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So right here on, okay, so when you're looking at the front of the building, we want to go to the right side right here. And where these 5 blocks are, we want to knock out a 2x2 in the floor right here. Knock out this block right here. Knock out these 2 blocks right here, and then place one right here, and then just drag this all the way across right here, and add 2 blocks right there. I have no idea why, but there's just some random imperfections there on the roof. Alright, continuing along here, we're going to go to this side, and you see where we have this one little stone brick in the floor right, or in the wall right here. We're going to go to the block diagonal from that right there, and we're going to do 3 blocks here, skip 3 for the doorway, and then just drag another 5 more so that it connects with that one right there. We're going to have to knock out this slab and make that a stair, and then a stone brick, and then another stair right there, and then 3 stacked up right here. And what we're going to do is this third one right here, we're going to drag this and connect it all the way up to the right, that spot right there. And then we're going to do stairs in all of these spots on top of that, excluding this one. This one is still broken out right there in the corner, but the rest of them are all filled in like that. And then in this spot, we're going to do polish inside on the other side of the door, fill this side in with stone bricks, and then this side we're going to do 2 stone bricks there to make sort of 2 windows right there. And then there's a torch on that spot right there. Next, we're going to get our polish inside out, and we're going to drag a row by right there behind the stairs, and then we're going to get our slabs out. Continue the pattern. There's one in this corner, so you just skip every other one right there, and then there's torches in this spot and this spot right there. All right, so to do the backside, it's a little bit complicated, but don't worry. What we're going to do, we're actually going to get rid of all the slabs and the torches in this backside right here. Well, actually the front side, I guess, and this spot, and also this one and this one right here. So that wall we built right there, we're going to do the same thing on this side. So right there where we have the stair, the stone brick stair right there, there are 4 polished right there. Then we're going to connect this spot right here, and then our stairs going all the way along. I'm kind of building it a different way, it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to bring this across to the same spot, and also right here. There we go. When the wall is finished, it should look like this. Oops, and we have to do the top up here, don't forget that. And then our slabs in the same spots, and the torches will also be in the same spots. Let's put a torch there and there. Perfect. Now, the backside is a little bit complicated. There's more of these circles, but the circles on this side are, like, arched because of the walls. They're also arched. So this shouldn't be that bad. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to skip the first 3, and then do a row that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall. Skip 3, and then do 5, skip 3, and do 5, skip 3, and do 5, like this. Then we're going to skip these 3, and then connect these along the top on these, in between these 3 spots, right here, here, and here. Okay, now we're gonna have to connect it in these spots, so we're gonna have to, like, kind of have it floating diagonal there, and then one right there, and on this side we'll put one there, and right here. Right, now, in all of these spots, we can do the same thing where we put stairs in all 4 corners to make it more of a circular shape. So let's do it on the flat ones first. There, and there. Perfect. And now on these ones, all we have to do is it's the same thing, but, like, it's sort of, like, in diagonal like this. I don't really know how to describe that, but that's sort of what's going on there. The stairs are just in, they're sort of the same spots, but this one row on the edge is pushed out. And we'll have to do the same thing on this side as well. Perfect. Now we can do the slabs going across. We're going to do a slab there, and then alternate it all the way across. And it should line up with the same spot from the other side. In all of these spots. Now we're going to get our torches out and put a torch in between all of these ones right here. And there's no torches in those corners right there. And there we go, there's the outside wall. Alright, so to do the roof on top of this, we're going to have to do a few things. So, underneath these, we're going to fill this in with polished andesite. And this side, we're also going to fill in with polished andesite. Let me fill that in. Perfect. Now, we're going to put 2 polished andesite on that spot and that spot right here. And now we're going to get ladders out. and do a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladders right there, and again right here, 5 ladders. Now what we can do is on this pillar right here, we're going to just drag polish inside all the way across, sort of like a grid pattern. And then 1 block in, we're going to skip this block, and then do a row going all the way across here in front of the ladders. Oop, all the way across, and then same on this side for that pillar. Right there. And now what we're going to do, we are going to do 1 row against the edge right here, like this, and then we're going to skip another one, and then do another row like this. Here we go. I don't know, it's just like a grid looking pattern on the roof, I guess you could say. Now we're going to skip 3 and then do a row here and here, but obviously we can't place it there because of the ladder, so just leave that one spot empty. Perfect. Now in these 3x3 spots right here, we're going to fill that in with regular glass in these 3 spots like this, and then every other spot that we can besides the 2 ladders, we're just going to put stone bricks. So fill in all of these little spots with stone bricks, and there's nothing else on the roof. So there we go, and the roof of it should look just like this. Now we're going to hop down here into our little room that we built, and there's basically no furniture in here. There's just a crafting table and a double chest right there on. There's also a few torches up here, so when you're looking at the wall with the ladders, we want torches on either side on the second block up, either side of the doorway, and then in between all of these pillars right here, and either side of that doorway. And there we go. That's everything that's in here. There's nothing else up here. Another little random detail, exactly where we put that thing on this side, we're going to do the same thing on this side, except there's no blocks broken out, but we're just going to drag this in the same spot, and then do the 2 up here. I don't know, he might have been marking something out, like he was going to add towers here or something, or, I mean, it kind of links up to this. I don't know what the reasoning is, but I don't know, they're there, so. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do for this video is we're going to build the little house up here on the roof, and in the last part, we will do the big flag up there, there's Eret's statue, and then the inside of the castle right there, and then a few details around this area, and that'll be the entire castle. So, let's go ahead and build the little room up here. So we're going to have to knock out a bit of our floor. So on this back wall right here, we're going to knock out these 2 blocks, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4 logs stacked up right there, and then in between this we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 cobblestone, and another 4 logs stacked up there. Connect these along the top, and then fill in the middle with stone bricks right here. Alright, next up we're going to go 3 back here, and then 4 logs connected along the top, and fill this in with stone bricks. This is a pretty simple house design. And then we're going to do 3 this way, and then the same wall design here. There's a little bit of furniture in this corner right here, so we're going to put a crafting table right there, a barrel diagonal to that facing upwards, a slab right there, a trapdoor facing that way and that way, a trapdoor on the wall flapped up like that, and then an upside down stair and a right side up stair, and then a slab right there. I have no clue what that's supposed to be, but I don't know, it's there and it exists. I'm going to put a torch there and there. Alright, continuing the wall, we are going to do 1, 2, 3... Actually, we're going to do 1 here, and then 2 polished andesite blocks there, and then 1 right there, and then do 2 more polished andesite right there as sort of the walkway into the house. And then we're going to do 2 stone bricks on either side like that, and then connect the logs, wrapping all the way around that. There's our front door right there, and we'll add some details to the front in a second. Alright, to continue right here, we're going to do 3 right there, and then 4 logs, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break this one out, and more logs right there, because it's actually, like, kind of in the wall right here. Connect these along the top. Fill all of this in with stone bricks right here, and then there's a bit of a wall design we can put. There's some oak fences, 3 right there, and then 3 right there. I have no clue why, but there's fences there. Alright, so coming around the front of the house, there's 2 signs on either side of the door. On this side, both oak signs. On the second line, it says, "A beautiful house," just like this. And then this sign says, "For a beautiful man." It's spelled exactly like that. With the correct capitalization. We're going to get 2 spruce doors come from the inside and place these so it looks like that. Back of the house, we're going to break out all the stuff in between this right here. And then we're going to drag cobblestone all the way along, but actually we're going to have to break one out right here in line with that one and bring that up 4, connect these along the top, and then fill in all of this with our stone bricks just like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start the roof on this tiny house. So we're going to put an upside down stair there and there on either spot, and then connect it with oak slabs in these spots, and then do a regular right side up one on the outside there. And then we're just going to do like a regular stair design, a forward, a backwards, a forwards, a backwards, and it should link up perfectly in the middle here. So let's start it from this side as well. There we go, upside down, regular, and it should connect beautifully, just like that. Now, there's a bit of an awning over this, so we're going to get into cobblestone wall, and from the spot, we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, we're going to 2 blocks out right here, and then slabs, and then bring, like, spruce slabs there, and in these 4 spots. Alright, before we continue that spot, we need to do exactly what we did right here on this facing wall right here as well, so start it in these 2 spots, and right here, and then we can connect this bottom with slabs like that, and I'll see you when I have this. There we go. Perfect. Now, the best way I can explain this roof is that it's just a giant alternating mess. So we're going to start with the backside here and just start going with spruce, oak, spruce, oak, spruce, oak, spruce, oak, spruce, oak. And it should be a spruce in the corner like that. And then continue wrapping it around all the way, just alternating back and forth, whichever one you're using without messing it up. And then you could just keep doing the same thing all the way up until you reach the peak. And you'll see what happens in the corners here. Once I reach the corner, you'll see that one just becomes an oak, and that one becomes a spruce. And so it'll be like a stripe like that, and a stripe like that. So just keep going until you reach the peak on the back side of the house. There we go, and the back of the house should look like this. I'm actually going to get my oak fences back out, and we're going to come inside the house. And in these 2 peak spots, we're going to do 4 fences here, and then 2 oak fences right there, and right here. 4 oak fences and 2 oak fences right there. So, on this side, we're going to start from the top and just do the same thing, but now you're on the inside, and it should be a spruce in that corner block right there. Don't worry about it. And then the next row down right here, it'll be a little difficult to place. Just keep going all the way down until you reach the bottom here, and it should look like this, and you can sort of see what's going on here at the top of the roof. Now, right here, this is sort of where it connects. So, on this spot, we're going to do another spruce and another oak. Or, sorry, no, another oak, and then another spruce, and then right here, we're going to do 3 slabs, and then right here, we're just going to do 4 slabs up in those spots, and that's how that connects right there in the corner, and here's what it'll look like from underneath, just like that. And there we go, that's the entire roof, and the outside pretty much done. So to start the interior, we're going to open up these doors right here, and the flooring, it's a little bit random in here. So what we're going to do by the door, we're going to get stripped oak logs facing down on the floor, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And then facing this way, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. On this wall, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but not this one. And this one, we're going to fill all the way against the back, and then we're just going to do 2 facing like that. And then the remaining spots, we're just going to fill in the rest of it with oak. Like this. There we go. There's the flooring done. I'm gonna get cobblestone walls out, and right here by this log, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, and then we're gonna connect these along the top. But don't put 2 up here. It stops just like that. There we go. A few torches in here. There's a torch right there, and there's a torch in the middle of these 3 and these 3. And a few more torches. There is a torch right there, and there's a torch right there. We're gonna get some oak logs out where this pillar is. We're gonna like drag a row right across there on the top, and right here is this weird flamingo looking dude, but it's made out of weird blocks. So we're gonna put another brick fence right there, and then 3 packed ice in right there in a shape like this. Then a slab right there for the beak, and then buttons on either side right there. And let me get down here, and a button right there. Now there's some furniture we have to do right here, so we're gonna put a stair there, and there as like a couch, you could say. And then we're gonna put a stair right here, and then we're gonna do spruce signs on 3 of these sides right here. There's no spruce signs on this thing though. And then there's 2 anvils. I don't know why. There's just 2 anvils chilling right there, and then we're going to get out our spruce slabs and put a spruce slab right there. Oh, sorry, there's actually another spruce slab. And there we go. That is all the furniture in this weird looking building, and that is actually going to do it for this tutorial. I've been recording for an hour and a half, and my throat is starting to die. But there we go. There's a lot of work done on the castle. I think it'll be one more part. We gotta do statue dude right here. There's a flag on top. We gotta do the interior, obviously. The interior will be the majority of it. And then a few details out here. Some little bit of terrain and details. And we will be done. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate the love on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!